I did not understand that we all go through the same emotion when we first begin something. Now I understand that. I'm going to be even more grateful for my 2 autistic brothers. And even more grateful for the world as well, because we all are mirrored beings of each other. We all have the same exact emotion: happiness, frustratedness, sadness, angriness, all those emotions. Now that I know that, I'm even more grateful for what I have.
I have a 13-year-old severely autistic son who is nonverbal and has a lot of sensory needs, and he needs 24/7 support. And then I have my other son, Sebastian. He's 9 years old and he is verbal, and he tries to keep up with her. He tries to dance like her. He tries to sing the national anthem like her, and he's trying his best. He's trying probably harder than anybody in our family. And I want to talk about this with you.
Yeah.
Because you try to teach them a lot.
Yeah.
And it can get frustrating.
Yeah.
When you're trying to teach them something and they're not getting it right away.
Yeah.
Even after over and over doing the same thing, I could hear you sometimes. You're like, I already told you that.
Yeah.
I told you that.
When I was trying to teach Sebastian his homework. No, these are the words. But where and here are where? Where are the crackers?
Right there.
No! Where are the crackers?
Crackle.
Where?
Aki.
Those are the junk boxes. Where are the
They're taking it out.
Where are the crackers? Where are the 3 squares?
And so when Evan and Sebastian are taught something, they are trying their best to follow directions properly. They both are. And it's so frustrating to them when they can't get it. Mm-hmm. And their brains are working differently on the inside, but on the outside, the experience is the same. There's still frustration. Their brains trying to do something and their bodies can't do it or aren't doing it, and they're frustrated because it's not working. Yeah. I just recently joined this adult hip-hop class, and it was supposed to be beginner's class. Now my teacher is teaching advanced moves, but I'm still a beginner. I have no dance experience. I was telling Leilani about how hard it is for me. It probably would take me a week to learn what she could learn in a few minutes.
Basically, when we learn stuff, goes over here in our prefrontal cortex, right?
Yeah. When a non-experienced dancer is learning a new routine and choreography, because the dancer is not experienced yet, it's very hard for them to associate what they're learning to body movements. And so the motor connections in their brain have not yet been developed because they're not an experienced dancer. I'm working overtime up here, and I'm slowly moving things into my unconscious mind by practicing and practicing over and over and over. With Evan and Sebastian, they can learn the same way, but they need 100% support in doing it.
Yeah.
So I've been teaching Sebastian how to button up the shirt, and he has to know to take the button and move it underneath the hole in the other side of the shirt and then pull it around. And I've been practicing that with him for a week, and now he knows it.
Yeah, it's slowly getting back here.
Yeah. So now when he sees a button, he knows the sequence of it. So even though their brains work differently, the experience of it is the same. It's very frustrating. So if you ever want to understand an autistic person really well, of course the spectrum is wide. So there are a lot of autistic people that understand things right away. And there's also a lot of autistic people that have cognitive delays. And both of my sons have cognitive delays. So think about a time where you had to learn something that you had no idea, and your brain is fresh of this kind of information, and so you're having to remember everything here, and then you have to repeat it over and over and over in order for it to go into muscle memory. My sons have that experience every day, and it's a little more complicated than remembering something and then having it go into the muscle memory. So you may teach them how to brush their teeth, and you're going to be teaching them how to brush their teeth tomorrow. I'm on the same boat. If you want to teach me choreography, I don't have what you have. And if I don't know something and you're trying to teach me and I can't get it, or if Sebastian's trying to learn schoolwork, or if Evan's trying to learn how to put on his shoes, how are you thinking about all this now?
I understand that everybody has a different brain, a different brain functioning. Evan and Sebastian, like, they are basically me when I was first dancing. He can't draw the letter A, and it's like, that was basically me. I couldn't do a move when I was in the beginner's class.
Now that I'm doing this dance class, I'm sitting there with a teacher and she's showing me how to do something, and I don't know why I can't get it. I don't know why. Sometimes it makes me really upset that I can't figure out why I'm not getting it. But everybody in my class is getting it, and that's because everyone in my class has 20 years of dance experience. I have zero years of dance experience. And what I noticed, what I realized for myself, is that Evan and Sebastian have that feeling every single day. Every single day they have that feeling. When Evan's trying to put on his shoe, that feeling of frustration that everybody else knows how to put on their shoe, and he's being yelled at because his shoes are on the wrong feet, and he has no idea why everyone's yelling. He thought he did it correctly. And that's no different than me being in dance class, and I'm supposed to do, like, one hand's supposed to go out and then the other hand's supposed to go in the air. And this hand, I've lost track of this hand, so it's somewhere else. And this hand is in the air, and everyone's doing it. And I think I'm right on track with the class, and my teacher comes to me and she's like, "Oh, Michelle, don't forget to put your hand like this." And I'm like, "Where is my hand? Oh shit, my hand's in the back. I gotta bring my hand to the front." And it's frustrating for me because I thought I could do things right away.
Just like Evan thought that his shoe was on the correct way.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. And same with Sebastian with other things.
Yeah. With Evan and Sebastian, they're like me when I was a beginner, thinking they were doing something right, and like genuinely not knowing that they weren't doing something right, and like just really frustrated. Like, they have the same exact feeling. Everybody goes through the same exact emotion, which is frustration and confusedness when they first start something. Now I'm going to be gentle with them. I feel just like grateful for who they are. Like, I'm complete about who they are. Even if Sebastian never learns how to draw an A, or Evan never learns how to properly put on his shoe, I'm really grateful for what I have right now, because they're my two autistic brothers. I'm grateful for having two autistic brothers.